There is a powerful law that is universal that manages the vibrational frequencies, which means it is at the heart of your point of attraction. And your point of attraction matters because your point of attraction is what is causing you to experience everything that you experience. Everything that comes to you by way of people that you meet up with, things that you talk about, things that you rendezvous with all around your life experience. Law of attraction is the manager of that. And law of attraction is an equal opportunity, always fair, across the board, giving you exactly what you're putting out. Never making a mistake, always reflecting back to you in bigger, with more momentum vibrational terms, what you are offering vibrationally. In other words, you get what you think about whether you want it or not. So this powerful and wonderful law of attraction is responding to you. But we want to explain to you who you are before you even begin to think about how law of attraction is responding to you. Because you are different than most of you think that you are. You were source energy before you came into this physical body, but you still are source energy even though you are in this physical body. So when you came into this body, you accomplished a new you. In other words, you're housed in all this skin. You can see yourself separated from others. You think you're individual, and in that way and that way only you are. And you have a personality and a thought process, and law of attraction is responding to what you think and to what you say and to what you do and to what you mean. Law of attraction is responding to you. But as you are moving around here in this physical body, knowing what you don't want and therefore knowing what you do want, you are, as we said a minute ago, you are launching these rockets of desire, and the inner being from which you came, who still exists, is experiencing the expansion that you provide for it by the life that you live here. Do you get that? And so you are all day, every day, causing the inner being part of you to expand because of what you, personality here in this human body, are living, just like you knew you would. But this is the part that we really want you to hear. The law of attraction is responding to that non-physical you, which means cooperative components about each and everything that you've asked for are being gathered, and a vibrational reality is forming on your behalf because you've asked for it. We wrote a book, best book. Ask and it is given. Ask and it is given. Oh yeah? Seems like I've been asking. There's this vibrational reality that is the equivalent of all that you've asked for. But you have to find a way to be a vibrational match to that version of you. And that's where your guidance system comes in. Because the law of attraction is responding to who you really are and all that you've become. And also, the law of attraction is responding to what you've got going on right now. So if you've asked for prosperity, but you're complaining about not having it, the law of attraction is responding to both versions of you, and you've got a tug of war going on inside of you that feels like doubt or worry or fear or not enoughness. But if you've asked for more, and you have, and the law of attraction is responding to your inner being who's holding this vision of your prosperity and who has accumulated the cooperative components to provide for you the magnificent abundance that you request and that you deserve. So the cooperative components are all coming together on your behalf. And the law of attraction is summoning you as one of the cooperative components. The question that we want to ask you right here and now is, how cooperative are you? Not that much. And the reason that you are not cooperative to your own requests for all kinds of wonderful things is because you've picked up beliefs along your trail that you hold active in your vibration that serve as vibrational resistance to the desires that you hold. So when you want something that you don't believe, then you're not going with the flow of who you are. And the law of attraction, who is responding to both aspects of magnificent you, is the reason that you feel negative emotion. If you were believing in what you're asking for, you'd feel fantastic. You'd feel confident and sure. You'd feel frisky. Others would think that you were obnoxious. Nothing would get you down. It wouldn't matter what they say. You would know. They'd say, you can't do it. And you'd say, I don't care what you think. Your thoughts are based on bogus information. You must not know about my vortex. You must not know about my vibrational reality. You must not know who I am and how I came and how I sifted and sorted and how I launched desires and how the law of attraction is responding to my desires and how all of this is being set up for me. You must not know that all I have to do is give up my resistance, which means just stay glad, just stay satisfied, just stay happy. And in doing that, I become a cooperative component and I get drawn right into the path of least resistance where ideas come to me. I've got great timing. Things occur to me, and other people like you who don't understand all of this watch the magnificent things that just keep opening for me and witness the fun I have as I move along my trail, and they think, oh, that's not fair. But it is, because you have a vortex too, and law of attraction is responding to you too. You've just got onreitis. You're just facing too much reality. You think reality is what's over here already manifested. What is manifested now, what you're currently living, is old news. Where the action is in what you've asked for and your journey from where you are on your way to that. That's the sweet zone. And it is as simple as finding something right now to feel satisfied about, even though there might be things to not feel so satisfied about. You're oriented toward looking for things that you're satisfied about because you have come to understand that satisfaction in the moment is the key to you being a vibrational match to what's in your vortex. And when you're a vibrational match to what's in your vortex, then you're in what we call the receiving mode of your inner being who really knows. And that's where songwriters get their great songs. That's where inspired people, painters, all kinds of inventors, all kinds of creators, that's where those ideas come from. Because your needs help you to identify through your problems and contrast your desires. And then your inner being is all over your desire and never deviates from the idea of your desire. And in doing so, the cooperative components are gathered all around your inner being. All you got to do is hang out where your inner being is. And those ideas are yours as well, you see. But if you are a realist, meaning if you are looking at reality as it is. Now, we just want to explain this really briefly, and then off we'll go. Think about thoughts turning to things, because that's what's happening. That's how everything that you see in this leading edge has come about. There's vibrations that have turned to thoughts, and thoughts that have turned to words, and words that have turned to experiences, and experiences that have turned to things. In other words, it's this vibrational evolution, just like the seed in the ground. At first is a seed, and then it's a plant, and then it's a plant bearing fruits or vegetables or something wonderful. There's a process of the evolution, and it's thoughts turning to things. We want you to think about that. But you, bless your hearts, as humans, you just want to talk about the things. You don't want to think about the thoughts turning to the things. That's not as interesting as the things that have already been turned to from the thoughts. Ooh, let's go right to the stuff. Never mind how it got here. Never mind who thought it into being. Let's just look at it and let's sort it out. Throw that in the good pile, throw that in the bad pile, throw that in the good pile, throw that in the bad pile. This pie isn't big enough for me. When you start sorting out the results of what others have thought, instead of paying attention to what you're thinking, then you've lost your connection to the process of creation. And now you're just fighting over the spoils. And you're a miserable lot when you do that. Arguing with each other about who's right and who's wrong. And you know what's so interesting about that? As you decide what pile you want to be in, should I get in the Democrat pile or should I be in the Republican pile? Should I get in the right pile or the wrong pile? What pile on what subject should I be in? We want to say to you, playfully, meaning it with everything that we are, there are really only two piles. One is the pile of those who are in this moment in alignment with the wholeness of who they are, or the pile of those in this moment who are not in alignment with who they really are. And if you are in alignment with who you really are, you feel so good. And if you're not in alignment with who you really are, you feel so awful. And then you want to blame everybody and everything about why you don't feel so good, when you've given your power away to feel good, because you've put it all upon what they're doing over there, you see. So We think it's nice that you are coming to know that you create your own reality. And we like it when you understand that you are so much more than you see here in this human body. And we like it so much when you begin to associate the way you feel with your vibrational offering in the moment. And we like it even more when you associate the way you feel in this moment. By the way you feel, you understand that what it means is, it is your relationship with what you have asked for, what you have become, and nothing else. It does not have anything to do with anyone else on the planet. No one else is meant to stand in a way to make themselves your object of attention that is pleasing to you. This conditional love that you are seeking is not working for you and will never work for you, because there is no other who is supposed to stand in some place and be all that you need them to be, so that all you have to do is lazily look at them and feel good. And yet that's what you say to most people. You say, oh, when I look over there, oh, I feel so good. You need to be more like that, so that when I look at you, I will feel better. And we say that conditional love, that conditional way of living may serve you for a moment, but it puts so much unfair pressure on others who cannot hold their place for your happiness. And it leads you to the most terrible of disadvantage, because if you're counting on any one of them who is here to find their own life experience, then you are disappointed, always disappointed, which is not in alignment with who you are. And then holding that vibrational frequency, you're not in the receiving mode of your source of everything that is wonderful. And then it just gets bleaker and bleaker. Really, the better it gets, the better it gets, the worse it gets, the worse it gets. Because if this universe is anything, it's a universe that responds to vibration and creates momentum immediately. Momentum is the basis of this law of attraction-based universe. So, you are always, as you are in your wake state, offering a vibration, which means you are always, while you are in your wake state, under the influence of something. In other words, whatever you're giving your attention to is the reason for the vibration you're offering. And the vibration that you're offering does have a relationship with the vibration that your inner being is offering. And so we like to call the receiving mode being under the influence of your own inner being and all that you've evolved to. But if we are really fair with our logic and with the words that Esther is finding, we must say you are always under the influence of something. And you can tell by the way you feel whether you're under the influence of the whole of who you are and all that you've become, or whether you're under the influence of some stream of consciousness that is going on in your physical world. You could be under the influence of CNN, or you could be under the influence of whatever you're giving your attention to. We're not asking you to always be under the influence of your inner being, because you said, if I wanted to be with my inner being always, I wouldn't have projected my consciousness into this physical body, into this contrasting environment. You said, I'm coming to experience contrast in order to ask for more. I'm coming to find a problem to which a solution must be attracted. Because in the moment that a problem is coming into focus, the solution is too. In the moment that a question is coming into focus, the answer is too. It's just the vibrational nature of this universe. And so you said, I'll go forth and I'll mix it up and I'll ask for more than I have or anyone has ever asked for before. And your inner being said, and when you ask, we'll be right here and we'll focus upon what you've asked for, and we'll hold our consciousness upon what you've asked for. We'll keep that light on all the time. We will offer it, and law of attraction will respond to it. And if you are listening, if from time to time you can get into that receiving mode, you will feel yourself inspired. You will feel yourself called toward the cooperation with your own desire. And you said, game on. So here you are. Here you are. And sometimes you're a cooperative component and sometimes you're not. But always, 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 now you know about your emotional guidance system. You can tell which you are doing in any moment in time. We want to say to you, you can't get it wrong. We also want to say to you, you can't get it wrong because you never get it done. Because anytime something feels off to you, you launch more rockets of desire. We just think that it would be so wonderful if you would move in the direction of what you want more often.